Throne and Liberty is a very unique MMORPG with many interesting in-game features, and one of those interesting things is the fact that weather conditions like rain or wind will change your skills. World bosses will drop different items depending on the weather, and terrain on the battlefield will change if it rains. On a windy day, your projectile skills will make more damage and your arrows will fly much further. But to find out more about influence of weather on your skills, battlefield and drop from world bosses, stay with me for the next few minutes to see part of my live stream where I go into details of that topic. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Throne and Liberty content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. There was actually one part of gameplay footage from director's preview. They have shown you influence of weather on skills. So there was some skill, right, on that gameplay footage, which is kind of electrifying skill. It has some kind of electricity, right, lightning inside. So during sunny weather, you hit one target with that skill, right? But during a rain, so let's say it's raining on the battlefield, not only that you will hit one target, if it's raining, electricity will spread on targets around that main target. So it's kind of AoE, right? So imagine that, guys. Influence of weather on your skills. Wow. Right? Yeah. I mean, but look, there is something else. For example, another influence of weather. So in the game, there will be world bosses. There will be raids. Okay. So if the weather is sunny, drops from the boss will be something specific. However, if it's raining, drop will be different. Different kind of items will drop from the boss. So imagine that drop from world bosses, from raids, will be influenced by weather conditions. If it's sunny, something drops. If it's raining, another drop. That's awesome, right? So basically, I mean, for example, right, if you will want to get specific part of the gear, maybe for your class, I mean for your role, right? And maybe you'll need to, not only to farm specific boss, you will need to also be careful what kind of weather you have. Because you will not maybe won't drop from sunny weather. Sunny weather maybe will give gloves, I'm saying, right? However, maybe your maybe rainy weather will give some special shoes or boots or some kind of breastplate. You know what I mean? I mean, this is amazing, right? The first MMO where how's the weather isn't small talk. This is good, man. I like this. Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? Also, listen to this. You need to hear about this. Weather during guild versus guild PvP content. So on the battlefield, right? On the battlefield, you will have terrain, which is normal where you will fight. Some parts of the terrain will be deeper, right? There will be some, I wouldn't say holes in the ground, but some terrain will be lower, right? If it will rain during the battle, during the siege, right? That lower part of the terrain will fill up with water. And you will not be able to fight over there. So it will be kind of obstacle, right? I mean, can you imagine that? So it's not only like, oh, it's raining. Like you said, it's a small talk. No, it's not a small talk. Because lower parts of terrain will fill with water from the rain, right? And which will have influence on what is happening on the battlefield. I mean, this is insane, right? This is really huge, right? In my opinion. And also, when we are talking about Throne and Liberty, just to add one more thing, guys, regarding weather, day and night cycle and everything, I need to tell you something else. Influence of wind on the skills. You would say, come on, no? Yes. Influence of wind on the skills will be next. So for the skills, which have some kind of projectile, and they didn't define, is it like arrow, or is it some kind of, I don't know, something which you fire from some kind of cannon or something, right? However, if you will have some kind of weapon which have some kind of projectile, so like arrow,
if it will be a day without wind, it will be like normal skill. However, if it will be windy day, then your skill, you'll have higher range and you will make more damage. Can you believe that? So on windy day, if it will be windy day, if you have skill which have some kind of arrow, projectile, something, you will have higher range and more damage. Wow. Yeah, I mean, move speed, absolutely amazing. Yes, yes. I mean, it's beautiful. The only thing which I need to, it will be interesting to ask, what about direction of the wind? Because if the wind is if the wind is blowing into your direction, then arrow should actually go slower, right? But if the wind is going behind you, then it will help you, right? I mean, you know what I mean, right? Direction of the wind. What about direction? Yeah, that would be too much to ask, I think. That I'm going over now. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much, right? But still, right? It's interesting to hear, right? I have studied everything what they have given us, NCSoft, during G-Star 2022. We have get already some information regarding the game, lots of information, and now we have get some information from director's preview. But those information, right, regarding influence of weather on skills, influence of wind on the skills, interaction of player with environment, with those monuments, then this weather having influence on the battlefield, that a lower part of the terrains will fill up with water and you will not be able to fight there. This is amazing. This is amazing. And you need to know that Throne and Liberty is not the only game, I have to say, which is trying to achieve something like that. So that interaction of players with environment, we have their Ashes of Creation from Intrepid Studios. However, I don't want to dive too deeply now into Ashes of Creation, and on my YouTube channel you will check lots of content you can see regarding different kind of new upcoming MMORPGs, but not that much about Ashes of Creation because we are still very far from release of that game. Probably 2024, maybe even 2025. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's be realistic here. 2024 probably, yes, but maybe even 2025. Before that, we are getting Throne and Liberty, and that's why this evening I'm talking about this game, right? And I think that we should be all excited. Absolutely, right? I think that this is amazing. If you are watching my live stream, let's go forward with live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Throne and Liberty content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.